Come along with me as I customize my 2026 Plum Planner. So I cannot be trusted. I'm just gonna start with that. As you all know, if you are not new here, I am constantly searching for planner piece, which will I ever find it? Who knows? But this month, in the month of September, it was really busy because I knew that October was gonna be busy. And so September was like, anything you've been avoiding this year, appointments, action items, to-dos, you're getting it done in September. And I wound up, I've been using Laurel Denise all year and I've really liked it, but I wound up going back to Plum this month because I wanted just something super simple. I wanted the front page of the monthly to just be like this. These are the bottom line things you have to do, and I've accomplished 90% of it. So I'm feeling really good, and it just made me realize that I really like the Plum size and layout. So I decided I'm gonna make a Plum planner for 2026, and I'm gonna pay a few extra dollars to get October, November, and December of 2025 added so I can start using it as soon as it comes. I'm really excited about it. I do just love the quality, but I've also decided, in just reflecting the way that I use the planner, I'm not gonna get a weekly layout. So if you go to Plum, I've clicked around a little bit, you can get a monthly, and then instead of weekly, you just get some lined pages. At least that's what it seems. So I'll do an unboxing when it comes, but I will sometimes start my day, and I've seen like I think it's Ink and Volt, they have like a dashboard, and that is an interesting notepad. I've been using some notepads that I got from Amazon for super cheap, like $5 back in, I don't know, the summer. And those have been really helpful. And I kind of find when it comes to to-dos and getting myself organized, I often prefer them over an actual planner. And I want to use the planner for maybe more broad goals and also memories. I just feel like I want something not that is a journal per se, but that I can jot stuff down so that it's a keepsake, because I don't get rid of planners. So anyway, we're gonna see what that looks like in practice and if that will actually come to fruition, because once again, planner piece is so elusive. But here we go. So we are back on the Plum site. It is such a lovely site. If you ever are making stuff, sometimes you're like, oh gosh, it's so brutal working through things, but their site is very easy to use. So I am going to click on monthly planners. Now, you all know that I am going to click here a tabbed monthly because I do like a tab. It's easier to find things. And you also know I like a medium. I have purchased their large, the 8.5 by 11 before, and it was too big. Now this time I actually had a ruler out and I was considering the A5. So if you are a person that's like, try the A5 once, it's actually not too small. I always thought an A5 was like this big, and it's really a little bit bigger than that if you Google the A5 size and you actually like get a ruler out and see, but I panicked. So I'm gonna go with the medium because I don't wanna spend all this money and be like, actually it is too small and I can't use it. But if you've ever gotten a small planner and you like it and you think that it's got some benefits, let me know. So I am gonna go with this one right here, and you get this little pop-up that says, please note this layout includes 5 double-sided lined note pages instead of the weekly pages, which is fine. So we are gonna go ahead here. And now I'm gonna pick a cover. So I feel like I tend to always pick, I've been looking at these and it's so hard. I love the seasonal covers. They are so fun. Like this Winter Wonderland situation is so cute, and I love this one, the Gingerbread Village. Maybe I'll buy this at some point and treat myself, but I've been really working on my budget lately because I kind of spiraled over the summer and I don't want to get back there. So I'm only gonna get a planner today. I'm not gonna get any upgrades or extras when it comes to things I don't definitely need. This is cute too with the pomegranates. And they also have some really subtle designs too. So if the, like chalets and the snowfall are not for you, just like the little moons and the snowflakes are so fun. There are also some really cute, so that's Christmas and winter, but they've got some really pretty like spring florals. Of course, you know I love a floral. I've had this pattern before, this teal and pink one. That one is super pretty. I love this one. It's almost like a watercolor, a water lily, watercolor with a print like that. And this one is so pretty too. Lots of summer. Also for fall, okay. I love this, but I am one of those people where we've been celebrating fall for a while now, and I'm probably gonna put the Christmas trees up in about 3.5 weeks. I like to put them up between like October 25th and 28th so that everything is cleaned, the trees are up, and then as soon as those trick-or-treaters leave, like the lights come on and we start putting ornaments up. I know that sounds crazy, but like if we start celebrating Halloween fall here mid-August, that means you get half of August, all of September, and all of October. That's 2.5 months. And if you wait until after Thanksgiving, you only get like 5 weeks of like winter, Hanukkah, Christmas, all of that. And I'm like, no, I wanna be in a season, like a crisp, cool fall, I say, as I'm literally sweating right now because it's 90 degrees in Florida still. But anyway, I digress. But I wanna be celebrating like a fun fall or winter season all year. And with the way that I do this, we get like 4.5, 5 months. So judge me all you want. So at this point, I love this one. And I also really love, okay, this is super cute with like the little pumpkin mug, the ghost mug. Like, oh my gosh, I love the mug cover too. And this one I think is really pretty with the pumpkins and the mushrooms. But by the time this comes, I'm gonna have 2 weeks of fall left, which like actually isn't true. But anyway, there are some really cute fall ones if you're interested. In here are a couple. This plaid one is adorable. Okay, so we also have some zodiac ones. Let's see, I am a Gemini. I'm not like a zodiac person, but cute options. I had this monogram one several years ago. And they have some other cute floral monograms. We've got academic. If you want regular mugs instead of Halloween and fall mugs, we have this little Mickey Mouse rainbows. We've got some teacher ones. There are some, I saw some healthcare professional ones when I was clicking around, adventure. But I think I am going to go with something a little different just because I want something that's not the same planner that I always get. So I found one down here that I really like. Let me find it. Where is it? It's just like a really nice, this one. It's a nice neutral. So it's called Hudson Navy, and you've got like this dark slate blue gray here and a navy here. And I just really like it. It's different than what I would normally pick, but I really like that. So I am gonna include the clear protective cover because I always like to have that rather than a hard cover, but I like it because all my covers have hung in there super well. And I think that's it, yeah. So now I get to personalize it. I'm also not a big personalizing person, but I actually think I'm gonna put my initials. I'm not gonna do the year. So let's do my initials. We're just gonna do RW. So I just put in RW. I don't like this bar here. So I want it aligned to the right, and I think I'm gonna get rid of the bar. So we'll click the none here. And you can't really read that, though I do like how subtle it is. So I think I'll do like this light bluish sage blue. And I really, there are so many different options, but I think we're gonna go with this, like a nice neutral, just so many good options. Okay, let's do this one. I like it because it's classic and it's very clean looking. That's it, that's all I want on the cover. Okay, so we're gonna do that. And then I'm gonna do a neutral gray for my color. So I've done colorful before, I've done modern, and it looks like you get a slightly different layout. I will confirm that. With the neutral beige, sage, or gray, it looks ever so slightly different, so that is what I'm gonna go with. I really like that gray. This is also maybe not new, but I've just never, I guess, noticed it before. You can toggle on so that you get lines on your monthly. I personally hate that, not just in plum planners, in any planner. I don't like a line on the monthly. I think it looks way too cluttered and way too much, so I'm gonna turn that off, but it is an option if you like it. Now, you can also, and I like this too, you can start your month on a Sunday or a Monday. So this is what it looks like if you started on Monday. I'm gonna start it on Sunday. Okay, so now I am going to decide how long my planner is gonna be. We're gonna do 15 months, a little bit more, but I'm gonna start it October 1st and run it through the end of 2026. So we're gonna do that. Now with your planner, you can decide, I don't want any holidays pre-printed. I'll write them in, or I'm not, but maybe you don't need them on your planner for whatever reason. But for me, I like to include as many holidays as I can. Now, one thing I wanna tell you, when you click country holidays, you only get one. And then I want to show you what happens here with the religious holidays. I personally, I obviously don't celebrate all of these holidays, but I like to add all holidays in case maybe somebody I know is celebrating something, and it's just nice to have general awareness. Sometimes I think for work it's important also to ensure that you're aware of other people's holidays, so maybe you're not scheduling big events, meetings, get-togethers, happy hours, whatever, because maybe not everyone can be included, so it's better to just kind of know, generally speaking, what's going on. Now, I want to point something out. On the Jewish holiday calendar, if you go here, you notice that there is one and you can't check it, right? So I'm clicking, it's not working. It is because under US holidays, you'll see that Columbus and Indigenous Peoples Day fall on that same holiday, and it won't print because there's not enough space. So I'm gonna uncheck Columbus Day and just leave Indigenous Peoples Day, save, and then when I unclick Jewish holidays and and re-click it, do you see what happens here? It includes them because there's enough room on that October date. So this may be a non-issue for you. Maybe you're not adding every single holiday, all the moon phases. I did that once where I'm like, I'm adding the moon phases. And then I got it printed and I was like, do we really need the moon phases? So I'm excluding the moon this time. Just keep that in mind. If you're clicking and you're like, why isn't it adding all my dates? That's probably why. You can also spend a few extra dollars and get birthdays, anniversaries, upcoming weddings, whatever you want printed in there, and it prints really nicely. For me, I like to write it in so it's all like all the birthdays are in one color and all of the like events related to this topic or area of my life are in another color. I also went down the rabbit hole recently on Instagram with stencils and I'm like, oh my gosh, do I start stenciling? That looks so beautiful, but we're not there yet. Keep that in mind when it comes to what you want to add on the monthly layout. So we're going to go to next here. I have always done the silver coil binding, so we are going to go with that, no questions. And then here, I have in the past done some add-ons and let me do this and let me try that. And this time we are going to do tried and true, go to the notes, line pages. We're going to get 10 pages and that's it. Sometimes the planner starts to get really thick, lots of extras. I've just added 3 months, so this is a 15-month planner. It's already going to be kind of maybe on the bulkier side, and I don't think that I need dotted pages, line pages, notes pages, graphs. I don't need anything for like home, workouts, lifestyle, journaling, any of that. We're just gonna keep it simple this time. So anyway, we have that, and then we are gonna go to next, and this is the planner that I'm gonna get. I'm really excited. It's so pretty. I can click through and just see what it looks like. So this is what the monthly layout looks like. And what you have to do is you have to do a final review to make sure that you're good with this. They're gonna make you click the approve before you can add it to your cart. Now, the best time of year to get Plum planners is like around Black Friday. Usually they're doing 15, 20, 30% off, like crazy deal. That time of year though, your planner is probably gonna take between 2 and 4 weeks to arrive, which is honestly fine because if you're getting something at the end of November and you don't need it till January, although sometimes you get a little anxious, you need it as a gift or you're ready to start working in it, that can be a little tricky, but if you don't really need it till January, that's fine. So it would have been great. Maybe next year I will wait until the sale to get a little bit of a better price. But so we are gonna go ahead and add that to the cart. And yeah, that's it. It feels crazy to be end of September, early October buying my 2026 planner, but I think one of my issues with Planner Piece is that I'm like, I never throw planners away. I can't just be like, oh, well, here's the end of the year, I'm gonna toss it. And I'm like, why? And it's because I'll look in a planner and be like, oh my gosh, like this is my planner from 2018. Like what shift did I work this day? Or like, oh my gosh, that was like my to-do item. It's like the most random thing. Or you'll jot down like, pay this bill. And you'll be like, oh my gosh, like I can't believe that's all my water bill used to be. And it's just such small, like I wouldn't even say the word memories. It's just a glimpse into what your life used to be like. So that is the reason I don't get rid of them. And so I'm like, how can I make this a planner, make it about my goals, but also know that it's like a keepsake in a way. So that is my goal. I have not entirely fleshed that out, so I'm gonna work on that, but that is where we are. So I am going to do an unboxing of this in the next few weeks when it comes in, and I'm gonna start using it. So anyway, thank you so much for watching and being on the 2026 planner journey with me. I think this is kind of early to make a decision, but I'm really excited to see it come. So I'll be back with the unboxing soon. Thank you for watching. And if you enjoyed this, like, subscribe, and I will see you next time.